everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chae, but you can call me Chae, and today I have a very special video for you guys. Once again, before we get started with this video, make sure you go ahead and like this video because I have a feeling you're gonna like this video. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing, but subscribe, like, give it the winning team, come on. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing or attempting to do some knotless braids. They're gonna be super long and pretty large. But yes, I'm going to be doing a knotless braids today. This might not necessarily be a tutorial because I'm literally gonna be figuring out how to do it as I go because I don't know. I mean, I watched a few tutorials, but I didn't really prep like that. Like, I didn't really study how I needed to study. So I wouldn't pay too close attention to what I'm doing because the technique probably won't be there. But look, we're gonna make it a look. It's always a look. Yeah, let's get right into it. So right now, my hair is freshly washed. I washed it yesterday and I just had it dry overnight in these chunky twists. And originally I was going to blow dry it. Actually, yeah, it's still a little bit wet. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna kind of blow dry the roots and detangle as I go, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I just went through and I blow dried my roots and just brushed all of the sections out with a little detangling brush just to make sure everything is good to go for when I start parting, which is my next step. So if you've been here for a minute, then you already know parting is not, I was not blessed with the gift to part. It's just not something that I'm good at. I'm not gonna claim that I'm good at it, never have been good at it. I'm just not a parting girl, but I'm gonna do my best to make these parts as neat as possible. But I'm just gonna kind of mark where they are first, and then when I actually go through and start braiding, hopefully then I'll make them a little bit neater. But look, I'm letting y'all know now, I can't part that good, so don't be coming for me if you see a little, okay? Look. It's still gonna be a look. It'll always be a look, okay? Come on. All right, so let me get into the parting. How am I gonna do this, y'all? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to part my hair into, no. Hold up. Now, mind you, these are supposed to be pretty big, so I'm expecting to do like 3 twists in my bottommost section. I mean, 3 braids in my bottommost section, and that'll be like the size of the parts. So let me see what I can do with this parting real quick. Y'all, this is about to be funny. And I'm trying to part on camera, but look. So I finished a good amount of it. Is this half? I guess you could say this is half. I finished about half. This is what it looks like. It's coming along okay. I'm not gonna say it's messy, but it's definitely not that neat because I'm not taking it that serious, if I'm being honest. So let me just show y'all what I'm doing. I'm starting by taking my hair. This is the Expressions hair. Hold on, let me get the package. This is the hair. It's the Expressions 84-inch ultra braid 3x triple pack value. This one. So it comes with 3 like bundles. And I've used one and a little bit of a second one so far, so it hasn't been using that much. But yeah, so I like to start by getting out my 3 sections of hair that I'm going to be using to make the braid. This is about the size that I make them, and I just like to sit them on something. I'm sitting them on my little thing on my camera right now. I know little thing wasn't very descriptive, but it's a little thing. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a thing. But you can hang this on like a doorknob or like a clothes rack or something like that, just to help you stay organized, because if you don't set them apart in the beginning, it's going to be hard to get a piece of hair out while you're braiding. So do that first. I'm brushing my hair out with a Demon brush just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then I'm taking this Shine and Jam, and y'all look how much I got left. I got barely anything left because this was already half used when I started. So we're gonna pray that I make it to the end of this hairstyle, because look, I got a bit left and barely any Shine and Jam. But basically I just put it around the entire section, especially on the top, because I want it to be laying flat. But I get it around the whole thing. Then I'm gonna take my brush and brush it on through and make sure it's distributed throughout the entire section. And once I test it, so I know it's laid the way I want it to. If I like press it down and it stays, then I'm like, okay, cool, that's laid the way I want it to lay. So now I'm going to start braiding. And since I want these to lay like kind of like a more flat look than a normal plait, I bring the braid all the way down here. Like I don't braid in the middle of the section, like I braid at the very bottom of the section. So I'm splitting it into 3 equal parts, well, as equal as I can. And I'm gonna start braiding as tight as I can. And after I braid it a few times, I take my first piece of hair and I put it on the outer sections. And then I braid that in. And y'all, don't follow this method if you're looking for some super neat look, because these ain't neat. Then I want to make sure that one of the sections that doesn't have the added hair in it is out on the outside. So when I add my next piece, I'm adding a piece to that section that doesn't have the expressions hair. Then I braid that for a little bit. Then I take one more section of hair and do the same thing, just put them on the outsides and braid that in. And I've seen people use 3 pieces of hair, I've seen people use 2, and I've seen people use 5. It really depends on how thick you want the braid to be. So yeah, use the amount you need to get to the thickness you want. 3 gets me to where I want to be, because my pieces aren't like super small or nothing, but I also don't want super thick braids, so this is a good size for me. This has been pretty easy. The only problem I'm having is the ends getting tangled every now and then, but it's okay. This has been pretty much very easy. And then as I'm going, I like to slick my hair into the expressions hair to make sure that my hair doesn't stick out of the braid or make it look crazy. Y'all, I'm just using this jam. Like I got so much of it, like I barely have nothing, and I'm just using it to death. That's it. So once you get to the end of your hair, you definitely want to add a little bit extra of your jam or pomade, edge control, whatever you're using to lay your hair down, and make sure it's blending so that your hair don't stick out the braid. Right, so as you can see, the top is laying flat, and it doesn't look too too huge of a difference as it goes down, because you add the hair in gradually. And you also don't want to add too much hair in to the point where it just looks like you added a hunk of hair on top of your hair, because the point of knotless is really for it to look natural, or as natural as possible. And if you add a whole bunch of hair at one time, or if you add too big of a section of hair, it'll just make it look crazy. So yeah, definitely be gradual with it. And then from here you just braid. And if yours are as long as mine are, you're gonna be braiding for a hot minute, but you kind of have to constantly separate your hair at the bottom as you braid, because it will get tangled like mine is right now. This is how far I braided it down. And once I get to there, I take a black rubber band like this. These are gonna come out later, but I'm taking this black rubber band to hold it in place, just so it doesn't come out while I'm trying to finish my hair, because y'all know expressions is a little bit softer and it will unravel, but I want the braids to be braided pretty far down. So I put a rubber band to hold it, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, some of the parts aren't straight. Y'all already knew this was coming, don't act surprised. And also the ones in the middle, y'all, the ones in the middle were so hard to do, like braiding to the back. It was, yeah, they probably look a little crooked, but So all my braids are officially done. Here's what they look like. I don't know what they look like in the back really because I can't see that well. But from the front, they look kind of good. Like, they look pretty sleek. They look pretty nice. This did not take me much time at all. And I think the edge booster honestly held it down better than the Shine and Jam did. But I'm gonna lay this all down with a scarf and some mousse, so it'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and dip my ends so they stop looking crazy. And then once I do that, I'm gonna put some mousse on and a scarf, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it's looking like. All right, so I went ahead and dipped my ends. It is 10:58. I started this process around 7, maybe 7:30. So it wasn't a long process at all. And here's what we are looking like. Ooh, 40-inch braids. Pretty much, I think these are the length of the box braids I did. So yeah, same vibes. I'm so excited to do my makeup and wear this and make it cute and take some pictures. And y'all will see them on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and follow me at Chae.butta. That's CHAE.BUTTA. I used, in total, I used about one of the 3-pack and then half of one of another 3-pack. Hope that makes sense. I had 2 packs of the 3-pack of hair, and I used 1 full pack and then 1 section out of the other pack. And this is what I got. There's not that many braids. 1, 2, 3. Only 14 braids, but it still looks super cute. So yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Look at that. Isn't that lady? Come on now. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this hairstyle. If you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and follow me over there for updates on my hair and life and outfits and pictures and stuff like that. That's at Chae.butta, CHAE.BUTTA. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video.